6, an incredible update out of Ukraine. A local family says they have been reunited with the boy they are adopting.
And this comes after more than a week of not hearing from him or his Ukrainian orphanage in Kyiv. Fox 12's Kendra Kent is live in studio with this amazing story. Kendra, this is such good news.
Yeah, absolutely. This is safe to say that everyone who has heard this Ridgefield family story has been hoping for a happy ending. And although the adoption process is still stalled at the moment, they know that their new son is safe and well, and they are with him right now in Poland.
Andrei!
This is a moment you have to watch. A reunification between a mother and her new son after his perilous journey to survive war.
It turned out like in a movie scene. It was just so emotional. It was so beautiful. It was so good to see him.
Julia Lepeka lives in Ridgefield, but here she is in Poland, traveling halfway around the world to make sure 13-year-old Andrei, the Ukrainian boy she is adopting, is safe and sound. She shared this video with Fox 12 as she and her husband were overjoyed to see him. We're blurring Andrei's face because the adoption process is still ongoing.
For me, it was just such a relief that he is not in a country at war.
And it's amazing that just a week ago, Lepeka had no idea where Andrei was or if he was okay. She lost contact with him after the first night of the Russian invasion.
Today, he took my cell phone and he pinpointed his orphanage home. And then he zoomed out and like less than a block away, he pointed to this building and he's like, you know what happened to this building? It was completely blown up.
Andrei was living in an orphanage in Kyiv, but Lepeka says the director made the decision to evacuate him, finding help through a network of volunteer drivers who organized trips out of the most devastated cities. It was a 2-day journey to get to the city of Lviv near the Polish border.
Because as he's driving, he would see in the window, there'd be the tanks, and then they would drive a little bit some more and they would have stop points. And every time they have to roll down their windows, the car gets checked, the paperwork gets checked. So it's a lot of like nervousness that he had to like go through.
Once at the border, that's when Lepeka says she finally learned that Andrei was alive and okay. She was then able to connect him with the family of a friend who took Andrei in, crossing the border with a young teen and some other children on foot. With the most dangerous leg of his journey now over, Lepeka says there are many more hurdles to come.
As of right now, adoptions are not available for Ukraine. And it's something that breaks my heart.
How long it will take to finish up his adoption is uncertain. It's the last step before Andrei can finally come home to Washington.
They've been through so much. I know Congress can do more to help these families.
Really incredible to see that. And Julia Lepeka and her husband will fly home to Ridgefield in a few days. She said they hope to finish up the adoption process here in the U.S. and then fly back out to Poland to bring Andrei home. Now, she doesn't know when that will happen, and she says she's been spending a lot of time waiting in long lines at the U.S. Embassy and the Ukrainian embassies in Poland. She's trying to get a visa for Andrei. We'll keep you posted. Reporting live in studio, Kendra Kent, Fox 12 Oregon.
Kendra, thank